Hello, I'm Liz Hill. Welcome to Podsnappery, the willful determination to ignore the objectionable or inconvenient, at the same time assuming airs of superior virtue and noble resignation. We explore things I find interesting, unusual, or annoying. So let's get down to it and spill the tea. On March 3rd, in the year 1876, a year very near and dear to my heart, an amazing phenomenon occurred.
Phenomena.
You got me. Okay, let's just say an unusual occurrence took place. On March 3rd, 1876, a woman in Bath County, Kentucky, was outside making soap, like you do, when an unexpected shower fell from a crystal clear sky. Large chunks of flesh rained down on Olympia Springs and left everyone in the surrounding area utterly bamboozled. You know, I like that word. Bamboozled. We need to use that word more often. The woman's husband, Alan Crouch, said the meat fell like snowflakes. Forgive me, Mr. Crouch, but I have seen snow falling many times, and I have a hard time picturing meat falling from the sky in a similar fashion. I mean, frozen water crystals versus chunks of flesh? There's definitely a splat factor there, right? Exactly. The day after the meat fell from the sky, numerous people came out to investigate the veracity of the claims. One individual, Harrison Gill, made note of the meat sticking out of fences and scattered across the ground.
All right, Fred, you can take your hands out of your ears.
Lovely image. Gill observed most of the chunks of meat were around 5 by 5 centimeters, but one measured around 10 square centimeters. He also noted the meat was likely fresh when it fell. Two other men, who remain unidentified, turned up and taste tested the meat rain, which was believed to be either venison or mutton. So let me get this straight. Fresh meat falls from the sky. The next day, two other men tasted this day-old meat. Remember, folks, 1876, no electricity, no refrigeration, and they ate it. That sounds about right. A man known as Leopold Brandeis analyzed some of the preserved meat specimens. Brandeis claimed the meat was not actually meat, but nostoc, a type of gelatinous bacteria.
And then she ate it!
So what exactly is this nostoc stuff? Nostoc floats around and swells up and falls when it rains, giving it colorful nicknames like witch's butter and star slubber.
Lovely title.
Scientific American reported, "At last we have a proper explanation of this much talked of phenomenon. It has been comparatively easy to identify the substance and to fix its status. The Kentucky Wonder is no more or less than nostoc." However, weather conditions were reported as clear, so his analysis is largely discredited. A pair of histologists later analyzed 7 of the specimens and found 2 to be lung tissue, 2 were made of cartilage, and 3 were muscular tissue. And once again,
She ate it!
still, there were no answers surrounding the Kentucky shower of flesh. The best explanation came in 1876 when Dr. L.D. Castenbein wrote in the Louisville Medical News, "The flesh shower was a coordinated bout of projectile vulture vomit."
Oh, yeah, like that's any better.
After analyzing a specimen of his own, Castenbein set fire to it and made note of a rancid mutton smell.
Listen. You smell something?
Castenbein surmised, "The only plausible theory explanatory of this anomalous shower appears to me to be that suggested by the old Ohio farmer. The disgorgement of some vultures that were sailing over the spot. From their immense height, the particles were scattered by the prevailing wind over the ground. The variety of tissue discovered, muscular, connective, fatty, structureless, etc., can be explained only by this theory.
Of course. Of course.
Whether it was Nostoc coming from a cloudless rain, coordinated vomiting from vultures, or a sign from God, as the Crouch family believed, there is still no definitive explanation for the Great Kentucky Meat Shower.
I don't know what the that was.
So, the willful determination to ignore the objectionable or inconvenient, at the same time assuming airs of superior virtue and noble resignation. That, my friends, is Podsnappery. Thanks for watching. I'm Liz Hill. People are supposed to fear the unknown, but ignorance is bliss when knowledge is so damn frightening.